Okay, so a few days ago I made a video on a bloke who I call Craig. I didn't mention his channel in that video, and I'm not going to mention it in this one, simply because I don't want him getting any attention because he's genuinely that bad. Now, as I said a few days ago, I made a video on him, and Craig was having none of that. So he got up, straightened his hair, privated his Twitter and Insta, and responded to my video. And in all honesty, I don't even need to make a response to it. It's pretty abysmal, as shown by the like-dislike ratio, and also the fact that when he uploaded this video, he lost hundreds of subs. Like, those people were his own supporters who probably didn't even see my video, but just kind of saw that he was a bit of a wanker from the clips of mine he showed. So let's just jump in and see what he has to say about my video.
This YouTuber goes by the alias of Memulous, and you know, his name's George, but no one's actually ever seen his face because he's probably quite insecure.
Oh yeah, I'm really insecure. Definitely not because I just like my privacy. So for the sake of this video, we're just going to refer to him as wannabe Joella53.
I'm not gonna lie, the introduction is like a little bit weak. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping for a little bit better, George. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, I'm sorry, Craig the Roast King. Guess I should have started off by bullying your appearance, since that's something you like to do to other people on your channel, especially teenage girls. You like taking the piss out of teenage girls' appearances, don't you, Craig?
I think her name's like Anastasia or something like that. She looks like my armpit.
Now, I found a Twitter screenshot of an interaction between Craig and a girl called Ima, and it basically started when Craig tweeted out a video where he basically wears nails for a day and it had impossible challenge in the title. So Ima responded with, wow, impossible, guys can't wear acrylics. To which Craig responded with, your hairline, and then a few laughing emojis. So then she came back at him saying he looks like a BTEC ginger Sam Pepper. To which Craig said, we could land a plane on that forehead of yours. Roasting girls for their appearances on the internet. You are so cool, mate. I wish I was like you. Now, I never mentioned any of this in my original video because I didn't really want to go too deep, but this is actually how bad this guy is. And it only gets worse. Just look at this clip from a video of him and his girlfriend doing a snog, marry, avoid type video. And if I'm being honest here, his girlfriend doesn't seem to be any better than him.
Avoid Sappy B. Just, I don't see the attraction. Like, I'm not overly like, oh, like... Honestly, please do roast videos with me.
It's just a bit grim, innit? Like, now, I know Craig didn't say this himself, but he left it in the video, which is just as bad in my opinion.
I think Ricegum's ugly, but I also think Morgs is ugly.
You just called a 16-year-old lad ugly on the internet in front of thousands of people. What is wrong with you two? Like, who do you think you are? Now, Craig claims this is all just banter, but it's really not. Taking the piss out of teenagers' physical appearances on the internet in front of thousands of people, when during that age, some people tend to be a bit insecure. Like, this guy is just straight up malicious, and that's shown by the fact that he put up a pic on his Snapchat story of a boy's Instagram who looks no older than 14 and tells his followers to go over and comment butters on his photo, which if you don't know pretty much means ugly. But yeah, I guess that's all just banter. And the thing is, this wasn't even that long ago. This was about 5 months ago. Craig was 18 years of age when he put this up. This guy genuinely acts like a 5-year-old. And it's sad because this clearly young kid just got spammed with hundreds of comments pretty much calling him ugly. Like, it's actually vile. Now, at this point, you're probably thinking, oh, surely it stops there. Surely you couldn't have bullied any more children. You're wrong.
This person might be the ugliest man alive.
And do you know what's the most awkward thing is when this calls you ugly.
What? Craig, you're 19 years old. This video was literally uploaded a few days ago. How at 19 years of age do you not know that it's bad to call a girl who looks no older than 8 ugly on the internet in front of thousands of people? Like, I get that she called you ugly first, but the fact is, she's a child. You're an adult. Grow up. Like, this guy is a genuine bully. And the sad thing is, he's still somewhat accepted into the UK YouTube community. As you can see from his Twitter profile picture, he attended the KSI Joella fight at what I'm guessing was ringside, which was invite only. Like, he has pretty much no mates in the YouTube community for pretty obvious reasons. So, I don't know who would have invited him, but anyway, let's get back onto watching the rest of his response video. He's trying to flex on everyone, including his own fans, that he owns a pair of shoes.
I'm gonna say this now. I don't intentionally flex on my fans.
What? How can you unintentionally flex? Like, you just accidentally slip and your phone drops on the floor and takes a photo of your Yeezys, and then it uploads itself to Instagram. Like, everyone else, including you, knows that you're flexing on your fans. Like, why are you even trying to deny it?
And for the true fans, the true supporters out there who have sticked around and who still do support me, ratings to you, right? Thank you so much. You aren't like those other whack people.
Oh yeah, those other whack people. Yeah, those other people who saw I was a bit of a weapon and were like, nah, I don't really want to support this guy anymore. Those people are oh, whack, don't be like them. And then he goes on to say that posting his designer bags onto Twitter was just a joke, which, alright, mate.
That tweet is a joke, like the whole Yeezy thing. My shoes cost more than your whole outfit, so yeah, Yeezy.
Okay, no, that isn't a joke, mate. You're just saying it's a joke to try and deflect backlash. It's quite clearly not a joke. I mean, you might have attempted to set it up in a way that makes it look like a joke, but at the end of the day, you're still showing off.
Again, I'm gonna go back to the point where I say you don't actually know me personally, okay?
Now, in that clip, he was referring to when I was talking about him flexing and stuff, and he says that we don't actually know him. But from your videos, we can see that you like to show off your belongings. It's just a fact. Stop getting so defensive over it. And also, when he says you don't actually know me, we can kind of tell what you're like as a person by the fact that you made a video with your girlfriend calling other people ugly, and also by the fact that you told your fans to go over and harass a child.
I can treat myself to those things, which I don't think is a bad thing. You can treat yourself to whatever you...
Yeah, of course you can treat yourself. Everyone treats themselves to stuff. But the difference between you and 99% of the population is that 99% of the population don't shove their possessions or wealth in other people's faces. Like, that was pretty much my whole point of that segment. People don't like it when you shove your expensive items or wealth in their face. Like, why would they? He also does lots of other little things, like put a Selfridges bag in the back of most of his videos. Like, it's just little subtle flexes like that.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this point again is a little bit weak. Do you see the Selfridges bag in the background of this video? No.
Yeah, because you moved your setup. But if you look back in your videos, the large majority have a Selfridges bag in the background, often with the logo clearly showing. Like, it's obvious to everyone that you just have it there to subtly flex. And then in this next point, he talks about money, which was a point I don't think he really needed to address.
Yeah, you can work out how many views I get within a month, and you can probably work out as to how much, I get from YouTube ad revenue alone, but I have other sources of income which get me that.
Oh, really? Well, fucking hell. Big Wall Street investor Craig, multiple business owner. I can guarantee that other source of income is just like a tenner his dad gives him in pocket money every week. I'm honestly not too sure why he's calling Cam irrelevant, considering he averages more views per video than it.
The reason as to why Cam probably averages more views per video than me is because you think he does videos with people like Will and E, the True Geordie, like he's getting help. Name the last time I done a video with someone, who's like another YouTuber.
Oh, be quiet. Like, Cam didn't just get big off handouts from other YouTubers. He had a fairly decent following before anyone picked him up. And the reason why people like me, Will, and Brian choose to do videos with Cam is because he's actually a sound and funny guy. Now, Craig, I don't know you personally, but why would any sane YouTuber want to work with you? Like, most of what you do on your channel is just show off your personal belongings or bully people. You're not exactly making yourself look like a decent bloke. But then after that, he responds to the bit where I talks about him making fun of people that live in council houses.
There's like a group of YouTubers who all live in like this really kind of trashy council house.
And he had this to say about me criticising that clip.
Again, with this point, it's being taken out of context to make me look like a bad person yet again.
Mate, I didn't take it out of context. I played the clip in its full context. You're just making yourself look like a bad person.
I haven't exactly slated, every single individual that lives in a council house.
Well, nah, but you pretty much called them trashy and made it seem like it was a bad thing that they live in a council house. Like in that clip, you're basically looking down on them. How unaware are you of what you say? He's done things like call his own fans stupid.
I do the odd misleading thumbnail, the odd misleading title here and there. And if you're dumb enough to be misled and actually go onto the video, I've clickbaited you, I won, I've got the extra view, you're so dumb. Oh look, yet again, things being taken out of context throughout this whole video.
It's not out of context. Does this guy even know what the word context means?
And I pretty much called the people that do that dumb. I wasn't genuinely speaking to the fans, alright, the true people that support me, because if you were one of those people, you wouldn't really complain about the clickbait.
Oh, what? So the fans aren't allowed to criticise you for misleading them? They're just supposed to blindly agree and support everything you do? Like, what planet are you on? But the thing that tops that is the video he posted a few days ago, encouraging his audience to cheat in exams.
Like I said, I feel as though as the video goes on, it just does get a little bit weaker and weaker, and he's low-key running out of things to say.
Well, no, I wasn't low-key running out of things to say. You were trying to teach and encourage an impressionable audience to cheat in exams. That's a pretty strong point, in my opinion.
Got Morgs, alright, 2 or 3 years younger than me, but easily could just give him a knuckle sandwich. Okay, yet again, you know how things are like jokes, alright, and they're not actually said, as like a proper thing. It is just genuine sarcasm.
You say it's a joke, but you actually think you're hard. Like, I've got screen recordings here of you threatening kids over DM. Let's just take a look at some of these. Okay, so admittedly, I don't know the actual age of the person who messaged him, but I think it's safe to assume they're probably a kid or a teenager or something. And Craig says to him things like, "Meet me then, big man. I bet your dad is dead," which is, I don't even know. And "Wait till I'm in London, come find me and I'll spin your jaw." Craig, you're actually so sensitive, it's great. Like, I'm guessing this is a kid that just DM'd you to wind you up. And you're saying that you're gonna spin his jaw.
People like it when, you know, there's two YouTubers beefing, that sort of thing. Which, to be honest, is low-key what you're doing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not acting hard and saying I'm going to beat you up. And then he goes on to say that my audience are small-minded for not liking him.
Like, your audience are like, you know, I don't want to be horrible, they're quite, you know, small-minded.
What are you on about? Like, where did you get that assumption from? Also, if there are a load of people from someone else's channel coming over to yours, you should be trying to change their opinion on you. Not call them small-minded, like... And then after that, he goes and does some really unfunny skit or something.
Oh my god, look, you have no money in here. Such a B-Tech guy. Do you not even have Gucci? Oh my...
You won't get that in Primark.
Oh yeah, no, you won't get that in Primark. No.
What are these?
Oh no, no, you won't get these in Primark, will you guys? Oh my god.
Is this guy's idea of comedy? Like, is this supposed to be self-aware? Because as well as being just unfunny, he's just making himself look like an even bigger wanker.
It's alright, I've lost like a couple of hundred subscribers. I'm more than positive, you know, a couple of hundred fake subscribers who people, you know, genuinely don't really like me because of what one person said, and they're following the crowd and following what other people have said. You know, I don't really want those people about anyway. Like, you're fake, I don't want that.
Oh, what? So people that change their opinion on you after being shown that you're a bit of a weapon, they're not real Craig supporters. The real Craig followers will support you and look up to you as a god no matter what you do. Like, you could run over a child in the street and we won't criticise you for it because we're the real fans, Craig. We'll never turn our back on you. Right, but anyway, guys, that is the end of today's video and I hope you did enjoy. As always, please don't send any hate over to Craig if you do manage to find his channel. I know he's a little bit of a melt, but hopefully he'll take something away from this and, like, try to be less of a dick. Also, let's see if we can get this video to 50,000 likes. And yeah, anyway, guys, as I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button.